This is Butch Bartolomeo, the business mentor, Manila Times. Alam nyo ngayong araw na ito, this is very, very exciting because we have somebody whose brand is so well loved by so many. And today we are able to catch him during the launching of his new brand using the PTF, Philippine Tropical Fiber. No other than Mr. Jonas. Jonas, good afternoon, good morning to you. Thank you. Tell me, Jonas, ano ba itong UNISOL na ito? Ano itong project mo ngayon? Ano ba ang brand ng UNISOL? Gano'ng katagal na?
No, UNISOL is a uniform company based in Cebu. So we position ourselves as a tech-driven uniform apparel company with innovations to disrupt the uniform industry.
Okay.
Now, it's a very old
Gano'ng katagal na ito? Gano'ng katagal na UNISOL?
We started 2014. So
2014 ha? Tandaan nyo, 2014.
It's a 10-year journey.
The 10-year journey. I remember Mr. Jonas noong araw nagsimula kami, kwento-kwentuhan lang. And all of a sudden, look where he is right now. So, Jonas, anong journey ng UNISOL when you started? That's 2014. Ano yung mga challenges mo noon?
That time, we were not really sure of the industry. It's really baby steps. So we have to start everything from scratch. I have no idea about.
Paano ka nagsimula ng uniform? Why of all businesses uniform?
I started selling T-shirts to schools 20 years back.
20 years, okay. And then you were doing what? Ito yung mga nung tinatawag natin silkscreen ba nung araw, yung mga ano. Okay.
And then when it was time to think of what would be the next, how do you scale? How do you expand?
So your goal is actually scaling up.
Yes.
Yan ang importante, isang lesson yan, scaling up, okay?
And then that's where I look at the uniform, like T-shirt as uniform or T-shirt as giveaway. For me, T-shirt as uniform that's where the money is.
Okay.
Because in every company, there's always budget for uniforms.
Totoo yun.
But for giveaways, it's always the last budget of the company.
Correct. So every year they change.
Yeah, every day you change. But again, it was a big challenge because I know nothing about manufacturing. I know nothing about uniforms. T-shirt, to do polo shirt, to do jackets, to do like this uniforms is another thing.
So tell me, paano ka nag-arrive ng UNISOL? Maganda, very catchy yung pangalan, UNISOL.
It's actually the millennial who rebrand us as UNISOL. So
dati ba, anong pangalan mo?
We are Uniform Solutions.
Uniform, mahaba.
Mahaba.
Okay.
But every time we go to schools, like most of the millennials would that's UNISOL. So
so kumbaga na-catch mo yun.
Yes.
Napabilib ka dun sa UNISOL.
Yes, and when we were finally deciding to establish UNISOL as a brand, it was like, okay, we use that UNISOL.
So you're based in Cebu?
Yes.
And ano bang workforce mo ngayon? Dati nagsimula ka, ilan lang tao? At ngayon, iba na?
Yeah, we started with around 10 people, 10 sewers, few machines. And while we were learning how to do uniforms, we saw the opportunity, and now we're around 250 manpower.
Wow, tignan yan. 10 nagsimula, kasama ka na doon. At ngayon, 200 something. So tell me about the PTF. Interesado ko ito, ladies and gentlemen. Dapat maging congratulate natin si Jonas. Dahil siya ay nakapag-develop nitong PTF. Tell us about the PTF. Ipakita nga natin itong yan. Yan ba yung... yan.
So these are the pinya thread.
So actually, you're talking about pinya.
Yes.
No?
Yes. Before it's processed, it started with
the fiber.
Yeah.
Ito yung fiber. Medyo magaspang nga, no? Pero napapatuyo pa yan.
Yes.
Actually, okay.
They have the drying, and then finally into this one.
Medyo pino na siya.
Pino na siya.
Okay. And then, finally, ito na. Ito na yung ready na for...
Ito na siya.
Mas pino na siya.
Mas pino na siya. To this, so this becomes now the raw thread that we use to produce the fabric.
Oh, but itong PTF na ito, ano advantage? Kasi nung nakikinig ako sa launch mo, wrinkle-free, 1,000 free, yung color fade, ano?
Now that we have this, before kasi, it's not production grade, but we have achieved a material that is now can be machine washed.
Ito yung gawa ng PTF to.
Yes.
This is made of PTF.
Yes.
Okay, as well as this, no?
So, used to be hindi possible dahil magaspang.
Oo.
But now,
Pero ngayon siya para talagang thread na thread. Talagang, so can we say that this is our, kumbaga, our own Philippine pride?
this is our own Filipino pride. That
Okay.
we have, so this is the product which is 100% Filipino.
Uh-huh.
So from the raw materials that we use, from the farm to textile, and finally to a finished product.
Okay.
Na.
So where else? Ano pa ang mga nasa mind ni Jonas na, na gusto mong i-develop ngayon? Narinig ko kanina, bamboo. Anong bamboo? Is it now in process na ginagawa ngayon ng team?
Yeah, it's always like whatever local fiber that is in the community that we can tap to so we can expand more our product line. So from pinya, bamboo, abaca, and the goal really is to strengthen the supply chain, the raw materials.
So once you have the supply chain ready, okay, you have the business concept, where does Jonas want to bring UNISOL now? Yan ang isang tanong na dapat yung I'm sure you're asking. Saan mo gustong dalhin ngayon si UNISOL, ang brand?
It's always our vision from day one to create a Filipino brand and bring it globally.
Globally, as in globally,
As in,
beyond the shores.
yeah, because
Okay.
because it's not. This is something that the ecosystem for to create a global market is already here. Like we don't have problems with shipping, payment, and
Production as well.
And production as well. At the same time, marketing. You just have the website and you can ship anywhere.
So this is now where the brand UNISOL is going to be, a global brand.
Yes, and for me, this is now achievable with the technology we have now, and it's a change of mindset of thinking big, not only Philippines, but producing something local and scaling it global.
But the impression of people when they see the brand, they're not connecting it to the Philippines, right? How did you do it? Because when they see UNISOL,
Yeah,
you know, they always think imported. Is it part of your, discovery or the UNISOL sales strategy?
it's always thinking from day one of where we want UNISOL to be.
Okay.
So we just have to start it right,
Okay.
rather than
But you're not in a hurry. You're not that impulsive, as in so many people would say, start the business, make it fast, grow big, but again they shrink. That's not your aim.
no, it's more about setting the right foundations. Like for UNISOL, it took us 10 years to finally come here to Manila and tell everybody that we are here.
Correct.
Because it took us, with the limited resources of UNISOL when we started, you were there when we started.
Yeah, right. Right.
And we just have few sewing machines. I did not know the process. The team is not.
Tell me, you didn't know how to show. Hindi mo alam manahe. Alam mo, marami tayong kilalang ganyan eh. They think of the business, but they themselves, but you have the mind, you have the vision, correct?
Yeah, but it took us really a long time to figure out like the many aspects of setting the business, understanding the operations of the business. It's easy to create to imagine or have a vision, but to develop a product at the same time operationalize it.
So tell me, Jonas, franchising, is UNISOL going to be franchising?
Yes.
Okay, so you
That's a
got the
yes.
answer, right?
Huh?
You got
Yes.
the answer. Okay.
And we're very excited to be in the arms of the number one franchise guru in the Philippines. Sir
Okay.
Butch. Huh?
Okay. So again, this one brand that you would love to take, again, not just locally, but you're open to franchise locally, right?
Yes, that's where we start
That's where
first.
you want to start first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Start local
So are
first.
there areas that you're looking at immediately?
Key cities where we can bring UNISOL,
Okay.
and then with your help, how to grow it, uh, how to grow it, anong tawag doon? With strong foundations.
Yeah, right. You have to build a strong foundation
Yeah.
before you go vertical.
Yeah, because
Diba?
um, right now that's the challenge. Like everybody wants fast,
Correct.
but sustaining it and making it last is a different thing. And
You want to leave a legacy, in other words, di ba? Yun ang importante. Unisol is not just dependent on you,
Yes.
but you're setting the trend, right?
that's why we got you.
Thank you very much.
Because I don't wanna think about it.
Yeah,
I don't wanna figure about it like by myself.
Yeah.
But with your wisdom and your years of
but you have a very good team. How many people are there in your team right now? Unisol team.
we have around 250 people.
Yeah, but the management of it, different aspects.
Yeah, so finally we were able to complete the whole um, company team that we believe can be the strong foundation for Unisol to grow.
That's good.
Because in every company, it's always about the team and the people behind it.
That's good.
So it took us a while to really align everybody, the vision, the mission, and their and for them to be able to give that dedication and commitment,
Correct.
and them understanding where Unisol will want to be.
Okay. So tell me, those people who are interested now in getting a franchise, how will they get in touch with you? Is there a website? Is there a Facebook page that Unisol?
Yeah, for now you can follow us on Facebook and wait for
The final announcement.
announcement
Okay.
for the grand launch of Unisol franchise.
So this is just a teaser, actually, to tell you. So, but perhaps the takeaway, Jonas, is what are your 3 advices for people who want to start a business? You've been there so many years ago. Now, in this age of technology, what kind of advice would you, tell people out there, our viewers, who want to start a business? Like, if Jonas can do it, why can't I? What are the advices that you can say?
For me, it's all about having the mindset of number one is to have the mindset of being ready to fail. Because
Mindset of being ready to fail. Why?
when you try to do something new for the first time, you're really bound to fail.
Correct.
So by being able to have that mindset already and be prepared, it would make things natural and make you
So that won't disappoint you
yes
because you're aiming for perfection, correct?
yes and everybody wants to succeed fast, right? But again, the reality of doing something for the first time is there are so many things you don't know yet.
So you're bound to fail.
You're bound to fail,
But you have to get up.
but you have to get up and start all over
Okay.
again. And
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
and for me, that is the most important thing for everybody when you start a business, because everybody doesn't have experience in,
Correct.
right? It's always the first time doing it.
Good. Second, what's the second takeaway?
Second is more about it's all about the vision or your passion, doing something that you have passion about. And because once you have that and you understand the vision, like you everything just follows. Right?
Okay.
Even if you fail,
You still have
you
the
fail,
vision.
but you have the vision. Okay, you get up and you look
So
at the vision.
that's your beacon actually.
Yeah, your North Star.
Correct. Correct. Okay. Nice.
Because you might not know about the details about how to
Correct.
do it, but as long as you know where you're going, and that's always the problem with everyone, because not knowing where to go.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like, and it was just like me when I started. I was like swimming,
Learning how to swim.
but I have no direction because I didn't have the vision.
Mm-hmm. So
So
you
it took me a while to
so
figure
you
out.
keep on going around the vicious cycle. Okay. And then the third.
So
what did you do?
finally,
Finally.
the third is not giving up.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when you start to fail.
So you go back again to square one.
Because if you give up, then everything stops.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And nothing happens now.
Correct. Because you've invested already.
Yeah.
Okay. You have the mindset of bound to fail, but you're able to set your goal and then not give up.
Not give up. So whatever happens, not give up. Just continue doing it until you finally.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the man behind UNISOL, the man who aimed with this North Star and not giving up, and look at the brand growing and being proud of this, this newly discovered fiber, which, for years we have been doing this. We've been throwing a lot of fibers, right? Only for you to discover. So, again, I want you to look at Jonas as the man to inspire a lot of people. At the same time, the man behind the brand. Nothing is impossible, correct? So, again, Jonas, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
More power, and guys, please take note of this young man. He's very young, but soon he'll be global brand. Okay, and I hope I can still reach him when he reaches 1,000 brands already, branches. Okay, so thank you very much. This is Butch Bartolome, business mentor. Watch UNISOL, the man behind.